What up, y'all? Welcome back to I'm Just Saying Sports. You saw the title of today's topic. Who has the most to gain, or who benefits the most from winning a Super Bowl? Before I get into it, man, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, tell your people to holler at me, because I'm out here. All right? Super Bowl is coming up, the last football game of the season. And there's going to be a lot of storylines. There's going to be a ton of storylines throughout daytime TV, all the sports networks, all that stuff, because they need content. I do too. Just be honest, I do too. But I think this is a big one. I think this one may go under the radar a little bit, or it may be touched on depending on the station you watch. But I really want to know who has the most to benefit, or who has the most to gain from winning the Super Bowl. Now, you might say, oh, it's obvious. It's Brock Purdy. He's been doubted all year, been called a game manager, and I think this Super Bowl win, especially over the Kansas City Chiefs, will silence all the critics, all the haters, all the doubters, the naysayers, the Cam Newtons. It will just quiet them. It will shut them up. However, I don't agree with that. Some will say, oh, Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, dynasty. Haven't seen a dynasty since the Patriots. This will put Andy Reid on a good pace to surpass Bill Belichick as the greatest coach of all time. This will put Patrick Mahomes. They'll keep Patrick Mahomes on pace to pass Tom Brady as the greatest of all time. People already have Patrick Mahomes in that conversation. The third Super Bowl in 6 years will pretty much stamp that opinion for some people, and for other people it'll make it hard to argue against Patrick Mahomes. However, I don't agree with that either. Those are good storylines, but the guy who has the most to gain from winning the Super Bowl is none other than Kyle Shanahan. Yes, it is Kyle Shanahan, and it isn't even close. It is without a doubt the coach who was an offensive coordinator in the biggest Super Bowl comeback loss in history. And a lot of people put that loss on Kyle Shanahan because of his game management and his play calling when they were up 28-3. I mean, the Falcons was up 28-3. We all know the story. Patriots came back. But a lot of people blame Kyle Shanahan. A lot of people like that. He is one of the faces, him and Dan Quinn. 2019 played a Chiefs team again in the Super Bowl and lost. So what's the narrative on Kyle Shanahan? Can't win a big one. Sound familiar? Andy Reid before he got Patrick Mahomes. Kyle Shanahan is what Andy Reid was before Andy Reid got Patrick Mahomes. Andy Reid went to 4 straight NFC championships with the Philadelphia Eagles. Came out with 0 rings. Got fired, obviously. Got fired because he had reached his ceiling. He had peaked. Went to Kansas City and had Alex Smith balling. But we all know Alex Smith wasn't the guy. As soon as Patrick Mahomes took the reins and he got going, he won a Super Bowl. He got the monkey off his back. Now he's in another conversation when they talk about head coaches and the great head coaches in the NFL and NFL history. He's in another conversation. That is what Kyle Shanahan is coaching for at this Super Bowl, to be in a different conversation when it comes to talking about great coaches, because like Andy Reid, Kyle Shanahan is great in the regular season. Phenomenal. He's great in the playoffs. He's 8-3 in his career. Can't win the big one. So to get that monkey off his back, he has to win this, because one, it's for his name and the narrative. Like, when you say Kyle Shanahan, you're gonna think can't win the big one, can't win. And two, his equity is he's losing equity, man. Year by year, he is losing equity with the fan base of San Francisco and probably the ownership. Now, you've been there 7 years. This is your second Super Bowl you've gotten to. That's cool. However, you got to win one, man. We're not paying you and keeping you around just to get there. We're paying you and keeping you around to win. So he has to win. I think I was listening to a clip of a radio station out there in the Bay Area, San Francisco 49ers station, and they were talking about fans. They don't really care about playoffs as much. Like, they don't care about the regular season. Regular season doesn't matter to them. It's all about winning in the playoffs. That's their standard. That's what their expectation is. The 49ers are a historic franchise with great players: Joe Montana, Steve Young, Jerry Rice, all of these guys. And they won Super Bowls. That's the standard. That's the expectation. They don't care about regular season. They don't care about divisional, wild card, NFC championships. They want a Super Bowl. So you gotta win, Kyle Shanahan, in order to boost your equity, because I don't know if you lose this one. I don't know if he has many more years left. I'm just gonna be honest with you, man. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Does Kyle Shanahan have to win to keep his job? Does he have the most to gain from winning the Super Bowl? Is it somebody else? Do you think it's Brock Purdy? Do you think it's Mahomes? Do you think it's Kelsey, Andy Reid? Who do you think? Let me know up in the comments and let me know why. Again, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Tell your people to holler at me, because I'm out here. Peace.